Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Bootleg Brethren. I'm your captain and today, I've yet again got an interesting video. I've got another Power Rangers bootleg and this, I have no idea what his name is. I completely forgot what his name was, but he's essentially an Eagle Man, so we'll just call him Eagle Man. Now, Eagle Man is a very weird thing. I really don't know where he's from. Once again, I've never watched the Power Rangers. I have no idea where he's from. Well, first of all, he comes in this, in the box, he comes as this weird-looking aircraft carrier plane with an eagle head on top. Doesn't really do that much, but it's still a relatively cool toy. I mean, portions of it, it comes with missiles, and it comes with all sorts of cool gadgets and gizmos and whatnot, and it's actually right as I say that it is a relatively sturdy build for one of these things, it instantly falls apart on me, but it's meant to do that. And well, really, what's there to talk about? I mean, it's just a strange little airplane aircraft carrier thing from the Power Rangers. It's an Eagle Man. I mean, with this vehicle mode, it's kind of interesting how they kind of went for like a stealth bomber in a sense. Cheeky tail fins, and well, whatever the hell that is. And it comes with a couple missiles, which I already reiterated, which is in a lovely gold plastic, which just slides right on off and slides right back on. Really, not that bad. Not that bad at all of really anything. And overall, of course, the only problem is this part here keeps breaking. But other than that, really, there's not much other than the stickers. There's a lot of stickers. There's barely anything painted on this thing. I mean, the wings, they have the stickers, and most of this is just plastic dye, whatnot. I mean, also, on kibble-wise, it's relatively terrible, except when you put this little under panel on, and it still doesn't hide the fact there's a dude's head right there at the top. So how about I just stop wasting everybody's time and get to the big part. This might be a really short video. If it is, well, too bad, because I'm kind of on a tight schedule. Unless, if I really wanted to, if it doesn't break maybe 6 minutes without editing, then I'll maybe put something else in here. Make that thing go smaller. Anyway, let's get to it. And this is 1/2 of the actual 2 robots that come into this one whole set. And this thing's terrible. Honestly, I couldn't have picked a more horrible thing to pull out, but really, it's a goofy thing. It's a weird, big, blocky dude, like Kanye in his weird Roblox outfit from 2018 during that one music video. God, I can't remember the name of it, but it was very weird, very wrong, very messed up. He comes with this really goofy-looking sword, same kind of goldish chrome as the torpedoes and most of, if you remember from last video, Power Goldan. He's really not that impressive. He's just a tiny little thing, and he has absolutely no posability whatsoever. I mean, no posability. The only articulation you have is the rotating head. You can kind of see. The overexposure is a bit terrible, I know, but there you can kind of see. I'll zoom in. Poor, very poor articulation. And of course, this is all stickers, so they're kind of falling off on me, and this is basically his transformation. He is just a parts former, which is completely and utterly disappointing. Now let's get to his buddy. Well, I can't put it at any faults whatsoever. This guy does a pretty good job of being kind of this power golden dude, and well, what I could do is essentially, there's a little thing where I can slide up a head from inside of him and then put this helmet on him, and then he just looks even goofier. But from what I remember on the box art is that apparently this guy and his little friend over here are supposed to go together into this one big robot, and I have no idea. It's really, it's a weird toy, but really I like this guy's style because he also has an interesting thing where he doesn't really need all this. He could just pop that off, and it's meant to pop off, and he just becomes this really cool tall robot. You could rotate the feet around and he'll just look like a plain old robot with really nothing too interesting about him, unless you do something like that. And then there we go. See, now he's got some interesting gizmos and whatnot all over him. He's really not that bad. I mean, this I think is the, no, he's got, nah, it's all stickers too. He actually is one of the only, he's the only one of his group here that actually has painted on parts and decent articulation. You have nothing at the head, nothing at the waist, rotation at the shoulder. You can actually get his claw arms to open and close, kind of. You get nothing at the foot. You actually do get some foot posability, but that's mainly for the transformation in a vehicle. You get some leg posability where you can kind of do that, but what's the point if it doesn't work? Really, this isn't much. It's a cool dude. He's blocky, and he also kind of reminds me of Kanye's weird Roblox outfit from 2018, but, you know, slightly better than his little counterpart. And then, of course, we get to our third little part here, the little eagle. Essentially, that's all this is. It just turns into an eagle. That's it. Yep, he just is an eagle. He looks more like a sparrow when you kind of look at him from other angles, but that's really it. He doesn't do a lot. He's just kind of like that weird pale. I wonder if you could, can you? Oh boy. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, he really doesn't do a lot. He just kind of sits there. It's like a two-dimensional eagle thing that turns into a backpack with armor on it. He really isn't that special. I mean, looking like that, that's kind of stupid. There's really no good way of putting this. In the instruction booklet, you're supposed to put it like that, but it still looks terrible. So, I was honestly very disappointed today. Of course, we got weird backpack and random bits of plastic. An utterly goofy, terrible, one-handed, no-posing little dude that turns into the cockpit of this entire endeavor. And a fairly luscious and lovably chunky and sturdy little plastic robot man. I'm starting to sound like Thew, aren't I? I really am starting to sound like Thew. Oh, well. And really, after all of that, it's kind of not bad, but I still don't want to keep a hold of it. Sadly, I'm just probably going to have to destroy this. It really wasn't that fun. I was kind of excited. I kept passing by it in Tuesday morning. Oh, God. I kept passing by it in, like, Tuesday morning, and I kept thinking it was a really cool thing. And it was for, like, what? A couple seconds? And this is totally not a hint for Tuesday morning to say, hey, Tuesday morning, quit buying this stuff. Because honestly, I like to buy these things. These are a lot of fun. Sometimes they're great surprises. Just really, this isn't good. This Power Rangers bootleg is a complete and utter bust. I have nowhere to throw it yet. I'll find somewhere to throw it. And we'll call it the bust box whenever I get around to it. But thank you very much for joining me on this rather short episode of the Bootleg Brethren. I apologize that it's short. I'm just trying to save on time. And I don't want to get as many things into one video as possible to stretch out the time. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm your captain, and I'll see you in the next video of the Bootleg Brethren. Goodbye.